cinema matinee. I ain't got 750 to pay.
I'm scared to even hear about a movie called Jackass 3D. I'm afraid I'm gonna be in the theater and take out those glasses, and it's gonna be the Jackass guys right in front of me after this. I like the way they say, "We are trained professionals. Do not try this at home." No, you're not trained professionals. You're a bunch of dumbasses.
Well, now, if they've gotten paid very well for doing this, and that right there technically makes them professionals.
Professional dumbasses, and there's no training with that. That's just like, let's just try this and see if we live through it.
When we started, these guys were a bunch of, like, I've said this before, they were a bunch of 20-something invincible skater punks. They couldn't imagine being hurt or dying. Yeah. And if they died before 30, yeah, so what? I'm going to live.
Full of piss and vinegar.
Yeah. But now that they're in their late 30s, almost 40, Johnny Knoxville's 39, you can see on their faces, there's a lot of trepidation there.
There's fear.
Steve O is in a lot of this. He does a lot more stunts this time around. But now he looks miserable every stunt. He looks miserable.
He's sober now and can clearly see what a stupid thing he's about to do.
You're taking it to a whole other level.
Yep.
Look pretty happy about it.
Right.
And by this point, you know what you're getting into. Yes. I mean,
if you go to this movie and you sit there with an attitude, your lips stuck out, being kind of highbrow, you walk in
at this point, you are the jackass.
Yeah, what you go in there for? That's stupid. Yeah. We were in a theater filled with people who were falling out of their seats, laughing and cheering and having a great time because they knew what they were there for, and that movie goddamn well delivered what they wanted.
Oh yeah, I'm really looking at this and saying, please stop, because y'all gonna do something just so stupid one day, and you're gonna kill yourself.
You know what? 3 is enough. You're right. We should just let the government pay for their living.
Because Jackass 4 is gonna be the underground YouTube video of one of them dying from doing something dumb. It's what we've seen before. Is all these dipshits led by Johnny Knoxville. We got our favorites in there. We got, as we mentioned, Steve-O.
Yeah, Bam Margera.
Bam Margera. Then we got little Wee Man, and we got
I love Wee Man.
Chris Pontius, who loves to just
show his dick.
Show that dick, boy.
Yeah, and you can't keep clothes on that guy. This is the one where they most come up with innovative new things, because we were all going, what the fuck could they do at this point? And I'll be damned if they didn't come up with some pretty wacky, fun to watch ideas.
Well, I'm sure they're not all that into getting hurt as much as they used to.
Some of the animals in here just stole the show for me. There's bulls and rams in here that just really just made me laugh. Those are my favorite things. But then you mentioned just some of the props they have. The high five, that big fucking giant hand that was smacking people.
What's up? Not much. How you been? High five.
These guys really are the Three Stooges of the 20th and 21st century. I mean, it's the Three Stooges with nutsacks thrown in.
If the Three Stooges were still alive, this is where they would have to stop.
This is what would have killed them.
I'm going to admit, it did test my limits. I was like, wow, man. I mean, I'm laughing, but I really didn't need to see that. You got projectile feces. You got people covered in feces. You got people drinking sweat. You got people eating food out of people's asses. You got asses blowing bubbles, little horns. I mean, people will look. There's no way describing it can spoil it. I'm just letting people know what you got in here.
There's something for everybody.
Listen, when I said that some of the bodily function humor in this and some of the nudity was getting to me, I meant it. But lowbrow is fine, and it's especially fine when it's done with deceptive imagination and cleverness. I had a great time, so just based on that alone, I'm going to give this movie a full price.
You know what? If you go into this movie, you can't give it anything but a full price. I mean, if you give it less than a full price, it means that you shouldn't have been.
You shouldn't have been in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't judge it on the same merit you do any other film. All you know is whether or not you find this sort of thing funny. And if you like the other two Jackasses, you're probably going to like this one even more. It's really good, and they use the 3D really creatively. It's neat what they do with the 3D. This is a full price movie, absolutely.
This movie is tinkering on the edge of NC-17, and
I can't believe it's not. There's more in this movie than in any film I've ever seen, even porn. These are the dumbest bunch of gay guys you have ever seen.
And you make jokes, but these guys, I'm telling you, man, if they don't die first, it's gonna come out that they were all homosexuals.
Corey.
If they don't die and they make a Jackass 4, that's gonna be the Jackass 4. They're gonna that fucking midget on there. I'm Johnny Knoxville. I'm all greased up. I'm gonna this midget. And he's like, wait a minute, what the no, I need the money.
Johnny, stop it.
Trying to make it real.